Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From the main list, item number 1.
Please, Your Lordships.
Yes, Mr. Paul.
This is that matter regarding filing of election expenditure.
Yes.
Now, the learned single judge of this court, my lords, has taken a finding.
Volume.
That.
Volume.
Am I audible now, my lords?
Yes, much better.
My apologies. Well, it's the learned single judge of this honorable court has taken a view that my writ petition was barred.
Do you want to pursue the matter?
My lords, what has essentially now happened is if the orders of the learned single judge are to remain, the 25 candidates of respondent number 3, my lords, would stand disqualified.
Order of the
learned single judge, my lords. The learned single judge takes a view that non-filing of returns would essentially be a bar under section 101D4 of the Representation of People's Act, my lords. And so my remedy would be to come and file an election petition before this honorable court, which in my humble submission, my lords, may not be the correct position of law.
We'll just observe that after the recent election to the State Assembly, the matter has lost all significance and the impugned judgment will not be a precedent, and the Election Commission will be entitled to receive any complaints for non-filing of returns and deal with the same in accordance with law without being influenced by the judgment.
Well, that's rightly so, my lords. But, my lords, I would humbly pray your lordships decide this issue with regard to the non-filing of the election expenditure.
There's no longer any necessity to decide the issue right now.
My lords, because
you go to the Election Commission, let the Election Commission decide it. Once the Election Commission has decided it, then we come into play. But there's no point of doing it without the Election Commission doing it. And that's the opposite that we said, that any complaint in such regard for non-filing of returns may be carried to the Election Commission in accordance with law, and they will be free to decide it.
My lords, the difficulty is, my lords, that the Election Commission has not decided the issue. The complaint was very much there with them, but they have chosen not to act upon it.
That previous complaint we don't know, but this is what we will say. Though the appellant maintains that the legal issue raised ought to be decided, it appears that the matter has run its course and has lost all significance after the satisfactory conclusion of the recent election to the State Assembly. Full stop. Full stop. However, it is not necessary to enter into the merits of the matter in view of the elections being concluded and the new members of the Legislative Assembly taking oath, full stop. However, it is made clear that the findings and observations in the impugned judgment will not be treated as any precedent, and it will be open to any person to lodge an appropriate complaint with the Election Commission of India for alleged non-filing of return by any political party, whereupon the Election Commission should decide the matter in accordance with law, uninfluenced by any finding or observation in the impugned judgment. Full stop. Paragraph. In the absence of the ECI, the second time I said Election Commission, say ECI, deciding the matter, the court should not jump the gun, full stop. Paragraph. Accordingly, WA number 4 of 2023 is disposed of by leaving all issues open, full stop. There will be no redress to costs.
I'm so obliged.
Right.
Item number 2.
Yes.
Lordship, in this case, I am appearing for the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Saraf. What is the matter about?
Dr. Saraf is not appearing today. This is Pritam Burwa, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, may kindly peruse order dated 22nd February 2023 of your Lordship.
22nd February.
Lordship. The Lordship has given a detailed order, only that Lordship has...
Yes, on the last occasion, Dr. Modika, you had said that instructions are awaited from particularly whether an appeal has been preferred from an order passed with Guwahati High Court into the same issues. If that has not been done, then why should we not follow the Guwahati order?
But no appeal has been filed, my lord.
No appeal is filed. And do you want to argue contrary to the Guwahati order? You are kind of stopped from doing so if you have not preferred an appeal.
My lord, we have not preferred an appeal.
So we'll pass the, so the matter over here will be governed by the judgment in the Guwahati High Court.
But in fact, there is a previous judgment of your lordships also.
So that we are not saying anything. We are not going into the merits. We'll say that the legal issues raised will be governed by a previous judgment of this court, which Dr. Mozika very fairly points out, and by the Guwahati High Court judgment.
Lordship, may I submit, Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, we have filed the application for fixation of the special rate, Lordship.
Application for?
Fixation of the special rate of Delhi edition, Lordship. And that has been rejected.
Yes.
That has been rejected subsequently. Lordship, that rejection order must be set aside.
We'll set aside the rejection order and we'll require them to consider the matter in the light of these two judgments and in accordance with law.
In my application should be directed to be considered in accordance with law.
Yes.
And Lordship, they have issued notice for refund of 50%.
Yes.
And they have not, that notice may be stayed until this application is decided, Lordship.
Let us see
that precisely is the order of the High Court, Lordship. High Court of Guwahati.
The matter had been previously adjourned to ascertain whether the Union had preferred any appeal against a judgment and order of May 13, 2022, passed by the Guwahati High Court on the same issues that arise in the present case. Full stop. Paragraph. It is submitted by learned DSGI that no appeal has been preferred by the Union against the relevant order passed by the Guwahati High Court in WP/C/740/2022. Full stop. Indeed, it is fairly pointed out by learned DSG that a previous judgment of this court, where is that? A previous judgment of this court of April 28, 2022, passed in WPC number 264 of 2021, bracket, Sri Shakambari Ferro Alloys versus Union of India, had also dealt with the same legal issues. Full stop. Paragraph. In view of such previous judgment of this court and the said judgment of the Guwahati High Court, full stop, the writ petition succeeds to the extent that the orders dated, the orders passed by the Central Goods and Sales Tax authorities rejecting the writ petitioner's applications for fixation of special rate for financial years 2013-14, 2014-15, 2015-16 and 2017-18 are set aside and the relevant applications are restored before the Commissioner, CGST Shillong for them to be considered in accordance with law and in the light of the two aforesaid judgments of this court and of the Guwahati High Court. Full stop. Further, the impugned orders dated December 22, 2021 for financial years 2014-15, 2015-16 and 2017-18 are set aside and the demand contained in the letter dated January 25, 2022 is stayed. Full stop. the demand contained in the letter dated January 25, 2022 will revive upon the further rejection of the applications for special date, in the event such application, upon such applications being considered in the light of the aforesaid two judgments, full stop. Yes.
But their applications were rejected solely on the ground of limitation, my lord.
Yes.
So now those will be decided on merit, my lord.
Yes.
Paragraph.
It is clarified that the department will no longer reject the relevant applications on the ground of delay, but will go into the merits of the application and decide the same. Full stop. WP C number 162 of 2022 allowed as above. Full stop. There will, however, be no orders to cost. Thank you.
Much obliged.
Item number 3.
May it please your lordships.
Just a moment. Roads have improved considerably all over.
Lordship.
All over the roads have improved. Whether in the eastern side or in the Garo side, roads have improved. And there is further investments in roads by the state and further appeals, as would be evident, by the newly elected government to the union for more roads to be constructed or repaired. As far as you are concerned, you're speaking of a short length. Where does that stand, Mr. Bhattacharjee?
My lord, that matter was supposed to be placed with the empowered sanction committee one. That has not been placed till now, my lord. That is, as per the last order, my lord, we have received instruction, my lord. So, my lord, just the second part of the first page, with regard to the sanctioning of the road between so and so, from state fund, it may be informed that the empowered sanction committee of the state government is yet to be fixed.
It is submitted on behalf of the state that the matter pertaining to the sanction of the road between Jacob Gray and Kakwa Duragre upon release of state funds has not yet received the approval of the Empowered Sanctioning Committee, ESC, of the state government. Paragraph. The relevant empowered sanctioning committee is requested to take an early and favorable decision in the matter upon considering the importance thereof, full stop, the relevant committee's decision should be communicated to the petitioner within 3 weeks from date.
My lord, so far as the sitting of the committee is concerned, my lord, actually there is a calendar which requires to be notified, my lord. So I have no, if lordship, my lord, make some direction for sitting of that.
For what?
That sitting of that, my lord, empowered sanction committee, my lord.
You have to sit and draw a calendar.
But normally, my lord,
What is the exact order that you want? Tell us, we'll pass that. Constitution has not been notified.
my lord, normally, my lord, not constitution, my lord, the calendar for sitting, my lord.
Very well.
My lord, so
Since the state says that the calendar for the empowered sanctioning committee meetings has not been finalized, it is hoped that.
my lord, I do not have any instruction on that, my lord. I am not saying whether it's, I do not have any instruction at this moment, my lord, whether of the calendar, my lord.
What do you say?
Since the state says that the calendar for
Since the state says that it is possible that the calendar for the empowered sanctioning committee to consider matters has not yet been finalized, may not have been finalized, let the matter appear 4 weeks hence.
My lord, we can inform him also whenever this is taken up, my lord. This will be taken up, my lord, just because a project has been drawn up, my lord. Now, since, my lord, it is beyond the power of the department and that has to be placed.
We are just keeping it so that it encourages you to take it up.
My lord.
It's only for that purpose, not for any other purpose. If at the end of the day you come and tell us our policy decision is we can't do anything.
My lord.
But you know, where there is road and that is asked for,
My lord.
if it remains pending, it might encourage your committee also to take a quicker decision. That's the only thing.
And my lord, regarding the status of the other routes, my lord, which you had taken cognizance of by this honorable from the last order, my lord.
Yes.
The last page of the instruction, my lord, it is there. The middle pages will not be much relevant, my lord. Only the last page. Has the updated status.
It is also heartening to note that for the Western Shillong bypass, which is to come in 3 packages, the work has been sanctioned by the Union Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and is at the tender stage. Similarly, several other road projects what do you say? Several other road projects are due to be taken up in the state. The state will do well to ensure that the projects indicated in the last page of the written instructions to council filed by the state will be adhered to.
Well, if written instruction date is shown, my lord, because we have several instructions. Written instruction dated 22nd March 2023, my lord.
Written instructions dated 22nd March 2023. March 22nd, 2023.
My lord.
Then we list the matter 6 weeks hence.
My lord.